What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to on YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are Lit. Let's just see my turn. Jay, that motherfucker. Hey, Jay hitting outside. Big crib in the gang shooting outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia deal thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, always fight back. Never let somebody tell you who you are. Also, never put yourself in a position of belong. Let's stay humble. Let's do a revolution on this movement. Keep Yahweh first. Coming to the Black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Boom. Jay, this motherfucker. Hey, Jay hitting outside. Big crib in the gang shooting outside shit, man. Gang, go! Turn up. Bruh. This is what I'm about to talk about, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, man, people feel like if you do it once, you can do it again. Especially if it was easy as the first time. Bruh, people don't understand, man. You can really get caught lacking at any second, no matter if you're the one who's doing the dumb shit or if you just the victim. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So put yourself in a position to lose, it's going, even though you win in a sort circumstances, anything can happen to you and your friends at any moment. So we got Bloodhound, Q50. Allegedly, you know, he was robbing niggas and shit, like all that chain and shit and that jewelry. So he got hit up recently. His brother, one of his friends, has already died from doing the goofy shit. Now he about to almost die. That's what they saying, allegedly, that he got hit up. We don't 100% know, because at the end of the day, anything could be like fugazi or just like perpetrating to, you know what I'm saying, get some clout. But we don't look at this and let's get into it. So we got Bloodhound Q50. I guess he one of the rappers who be like in Chicago. He got the beef with Chicago. So this video right here, he get robbed. This is way before he got shot. So we gonna look at how he got robbed. Now he got shot. Shit getting crazy.
What do you get when a rapper builds his name by robbing the very people who called him family? In the streets of Milwaukee and Miami, Bloodhound Q50 wasn't chasing fame, he was chasing chains. From backdooring his closest friends to setting up rappers under the guise of a feature. This is the twisted story of how one man turned betrayal into a reputation.
Damn, nigga.
But here's the crazy part. Every single person he robbed, he had gained their trust first. These weren't random street robberies. These were calculated betrayals that would eventually spark a war on Chicago streets.
They try to get that get back.
By the end of this video, you'll see how Q50's chain snatching spree came full circle when karma finally caught up to him in the most brutal way possible. So buckle up, because this story has more twists than the Netflix series. And trust me, you won't see the ending coming. Before we dive into the madness, let me paint you the real picture of who Bloodhound Q50 actually is, straight from his own mouth.
I want to start at the very beginning. So, you were originally born in Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
What part?
I'm from over east.
Okay. But then you end up moving to Gary, Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
Like at what age?
I don't know. It was like I was back and forth. Like my grandma had a crib, which I call my mama. She had a crib out there, and my whole family was like in Iraq. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I'd go out there, come to school out here, and then like it's like back and forth, like however I feel, I guess, wherever I feel like going at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now, your mom had you when she was really young.
Yeah.
Like, how old was she?
My mama, like my biological mom, she was like 16, 17.
See, all this shit happened before he
She
got
was still in high
shot,
school.
nigga.
Exactly.
So this wasn't your typical two-parent household story. Q50 was bouncing between Chicago and Gary, being raised primarily by his grandmother while his teenage mother tried to figure out her own life.
Your dad, you didn't meet him until a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was that situation about?
I met him. It was like any other person meeting their parent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the little cries and shit like that. And then like later on it get back to how it was before. Like that shit ain't really getting nowhere. Like you know what I'm saying? He ain't keep his word. You know, that's regular shit though.
Well, you were 11 years old when you first met your dad?
I think I was probably like 13, like 12, 13. I don't know, probably 11 though. I don't remember the exact age. I ain't gonna lie, but it was around that time though. You about right.
And his father completely absent. Q50 didn't even meet the man until he was around 11 to 13 years old. As he put it, I don't think I was probably like 13,
Well, I mean,
like
at least
12,
he met the
13.
man.
I don't know, probably 11 though. But here's where Q50's story gets interesting. Despite the family instability, he had one passion that kept him focused: basketball.
You're going to school.
Why that nigga low-key look like,
Initially, you were really into basketball.
G Herbo?
I mean, were you like one of the best kids in the school? I
ain't really never get to play school ball because I was always like getting suspended and shit like that.
Same for
My
me.
grades fucked up.
Same for me.
Behavior was fucked up. So like school team, it was over with for that. But I played AU and shit. But hey, I was right here.
The suspensions weren't for small things either. In 6th grade, Q50 got expelled for one of the wildest incidents you'll ever hear.
Go to school, and in 6th grade, you end up getting expelled.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of a crazy situation.
Yeah. You should say that again.
Explain what happened.
Shit. I took a BB gun from like one of the kids in my neighborhood type shit. Took it to school. I'm showing off in school and shit. Now it's time to go home. It was a little female I ain't liking shit. I ended up popping her ass with a gun. And then like she told on me, but she did it slick as hell. Like she told to the point where I won't see her again. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, that's what happened. Then shit. You know that when I told my mama like, man, they told me I had a BB gun, but I'm playing slow. Now she ended up finding like the job bullets in the garbage can. So like she knew I was lying. I'm trying to tell her they lying on me, you know what I'm saying? But then she ended up finding the job little green pellet bullets. And then that's how she knew like it was some truth to it. But that was probably one of the best years of my life. I got expelled and got to stay home and play the game. That shit was fun as hell. And then on top of that, I already passed school, so it's like shit. I'm going to the next grade regardless. So shit, y'all just gave a nigga an early summer break.
Think about that. 6th grade, and he's already bringing weapons to school and shooting other students.
Are you planning on going to college or doing anything else at this point? Or?
No, hell no. I ain't gonna lie. Since 6th grade, I knew I wasn't going to college. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I know that shit over with. Cause what the fuck I'm gonna go to college for? You know what I'm saying? What is I'm good at in college? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you know, I just told you how school went, so it's like I ain't really get to learn shit for real. So it's like at this point, I'm gonna be relearning school shit. If I go to college, that shit's gonna be goofy. I'm wasting, you know what I'm saying? Wasting time.
Hey, bitches.
By the time he was thinking about his future, college was never an option. Since 6th grade, I knew I wasn't going to college, he said. What the fuck I'm gonna go to college for? What is I good at in college?
17. Okay, 17 years old, high school graduate. Like,
Moving
what was your
dope,
plan in terms of
chasing
making money
bitches?
at that point?
No man, kids in college
I had my
smoke
little
dope,
ways of making
nigga.
money while I was in school. So
What
like,
party
I ain't do
they
shit
have in
but
college, nigga?
continue to keep doing that. And just
Like
going
the fuck?
harder type
How
shit.
many hoes out here in college,
Q50
nigga?
graduated high school at just 17 years old. He already had his mind made up. I had my little ways of making money while I was in school. So I ain't do shit but continue to keep doing that and just go harder. Those little ways of making money would eventually evolve into something much darker. But here's what makes Q50's story different than every other drill rapper. He didn't start robbing enemies or ops. He he started robbing the people closest to him. And it all started with his own homie. Victim number 1, Trap City Carter. Meet Trap City Carter. He trusted Q50 and Lil Jeff like family. That mistake cost him his chain and eventually his life.
They know what they did.
So, okay.
They know what they did.
So, okay, the Bloodhounds, y'all was cool.
Everybody got a
That was my homie.
But first, let me set the scene. According to Trap City Rob, the whole war started over something that seemed almost petty now.
So look, Jeff died because of Bloodhound Q50.
Was that South J or some shit?
Nah, brother. One of the other guys. It's one of the other guys.
When asked who actually got robbed, Rob explained.
Yeah, it's one of the other guys. I was letting him wear the J. He come back like he got into a house when he was 12. Last and he lost it.
Now here's where it gets interesting. When Carter realized his chain was gone, Jeff came back with this elaborate story.
You know what I'm saying? That's how motherfucker broke they.
Oh, so look, Jeff was one of the niggas who helped rob the nigga?
Rob's response to this excuse shows how ridiculous it was. This wasn't just some random beef, as Rob explained their close relationship.
It was my dog. Like, that's my crowd. Like,
My bad if I'm chopping up this damn story.
Type shit. I was locked in, so I ain't
Rob made it clear how personal this betrayal was.
Little boy is weird. They got confused. But you know what's going on? Shit together, man. You gotta ride with the block. It's my block.
Damn.
When asked about when this happened, Rob revealed.
Around what year was that? How long ago that was?
Like 2 years ago.
Damn. So,
Rob made it clear this wasn't about violence initially, but about pure disrespect.
it was never really no real bloodshed. It was just about some J.
So where I'm getting from, Bloodhound robbed Lil Jeff, and Lil Jeff ended up dying.
Later in the interview, Rob emphasized how deep this betrayal cut.
Man.
That was my homie. Like, locked in on my shit, brother.
Oh, they
It
both
wasn't
robbed
just a
him.
robbery, it was a complete violation of trust. Carter had let his brothers wear his chain, and they straight up stole it and lied about it.
Yeah.
What started as some little change would eventually escalate into a full war.
So they
But
robbed.
Carter in Trap City wasn't gonna let this slide. He started trolling Q50 and the Bloodhounds every chance he got, even going as far as mocking
so he
Lil
robbed Lil
Jeff's death at the
Jeff.
spot
Okay.
where he was killed. Carter thought he was untouchable, laughing and joking about the situation. He had no idea that his trolling would seal his fate. The same day that interview came out on YouTube, Carter was found shot multiple times in Chicago's Oakland neighborhood. According to Chicago news reports, a 32-year-old man was shot and killed Saturday night in Oakland neighborhood. Officers responded to a shooting near 38th and Ellis and found the victim with multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. 2 gunmen got into a white vehicle and fled the scene. That victim was Chevelle Carter, the same man who had been trolling the Bloodhounds just hours earlier. As Rob said in the interview, that's what they really mad about. A stolen chain that started a war and ended with Carter's death. Coincidence? In Chicago, there are no coincidences. Victim number 2, TMC Bretto. Victim number 2, TMC Bretto.
Oh. So there's 2 niggas who's still
But Carter
stealing
was just
niggas.
the beginning. Q50 had developed a taste for this, and his next victim shows just how calculated these robberies really were. TMC Bretto, a guy from 6300 who desperately wanted to be part of the Bloodhound circle. According to Street Talks, Bretto kept trying to hang around Q50 and Jeff, always wanting to kick it, always wanting to prove he belonged.
Okay, so Bloodhound, Q50 and Bloodhound Lil Jeff was the ones who were robbing niggas.
Bretto was what they called a goofy, trying too hard to fit in, someone who could easily be exploited. And exploit him, they did. Q50 and Jeff saw right through
Long live the GOAT.
In their eyes, Bretto was what they called a goofy, trying too hard to fit in, someone who could easily be exploited. And exploit him, they did. One day, Bretto hit up Q50 asking if he could buy some lean.
Oh, God, okay, I gotta get it now.
What the streets call a
So,
line of green,
Bloodhound,
which is a cheaper version of the expensive
Q50,
purple stuff.
and Lil Jeff
As the
robbed
narrator
Carter.
explained, for y'all
Lil
that
Jeff
don't know
ended up
what a
getting
line of
murked
green is,
for
it's
making
pretty
fun
much
of
like
it.
a little off-brand lean. It's like the cheaper version. Q50 saw an opportunity. Yeah, come through. We got you, Q50 told him. Bredo showed up thinking this was just a normal transaction between friends. According to reports, he even brought his girlfriend along and was wearing 2 expensive watches.
Dumbass.
What happened next shows you exactly who Q50 really is. Instead of selling Bredo to lean, Q50 and Jeff jumped him. They pistol whipped both Bredo and his girlfriend, taking not just his money, but his expensive watches too. The most disturbing part, they went live on Instagram immediately
Y'all probably know this more than I do.
laughing about what they had just done.
I'm gonna show y'all what you guys said. Look, that nigga, man. It wasn't him, but it was his
My bad, game. I'm chopping this shit the fuck up. Damn, that's why they robbed that nigga.
We got an AP already.
I don't know why they blurring the shit out, nigga.
That's it, $10 because them is old customer real. Everything you work hard for is
Damn, that's tough.
Captured in the documents, you can hear them talking about the robbery like it was a joke. As one witness noted, there was blood on the watch, so clearly I'm sure he probably didn't just give it up willingly. He probably tried to fight, but he was probably outnumbered. Q50 and Jeff didn't just rob their friend, they humiliated him publicly. According to the breakdown, they're willingly getting online, admitting to doing X, Y, and Z, showing that they done took it, saying how they took it. The Chicago streets were watching, and as one commentator put it, backdooring is at an all-time high. You got no wins against backdooring because the people you thought you was cool with, those are the ones doing it. This wasn't just another robbery. This was Q50 perfecting his system, identifying someone who trusts you, setting up a meeting under false pretenses.
So one person we know who really doing this shit is Q50 was on the shit.
Down, but he was just getting started.
Did Bloodhound Lil Jeff die?
Big Champ. Now, if you thought the previous robberies were cold, wait until you hear about what Q50 did to Big Champ. Big Champ wasn't just some random guy trying to hang around. This was deeper. According to multiple sources, Champ was connected to O-Block through his cousin Big A, and he had developed what seemed like a genuine friendship with Q50. They were constantly together. Champ was in Q50's vlogs, they hung out regularly, and Q50 even put Champ in his music video for Ben Ben. From the outside, it looked like genuine brotherhood.
Yeah.
As one breakdown noted, Big Champ would want to kick it with Q50, thinking he was a chill guy, and has changed his ways after blowing up in the music industry. But little did he know, he was going to get done like TMC Bredo. Champ loved his jewelry. Diamond AP watch, expensive chains. This dude was getting money and wasn't shy about showing it off. And he felt comfortable wearing it around Q50 because in his mind, they were brothers.
Hell no.
The setup was perfect. Just another regular day hanging out until it wasn't. According to the reports, Q50 then robbed a nigga from O-Block called Big Champ. He went live with his jewelry. Next thing you know, Q50 pops up on Instagram Live wearing Champ's exact chain and AP watch. But here's the crazy part. He's not even trying to hide it. But listen to Q50's own words about their relationship.
Don't even play with me. My dick, I'm my champ. You know that. Come on, champ. That's me we talking about. I'm my dick, the same.
Q50 described their first meeting.
On my dick, I'm my first time seeing your bitch ass, meeting your bitch ass. You sat with me for an hour and talked about all type of goofy shit that I didn't want to ask. I don't even want to talk about that shit.
But here's where Q50 reveals his true mindset.
The nigga on my dick, he been thought I was gonna take his lame ass. I just wasn't on that. On my dick, I had real love for broski. I protected his bitch ass. Anytime he came around me, I made sure he was good, nigga.
Think about that. Q50 is admitting that Champ was afraid he would rob him, but Q50 protected him because he thought he had real love for him. But then Q50 shows off what he took.
Hey, that shit never got ugly though. That's around my neck. Hey, look, I die about my respect. Bitch ass, they come die about it then.
Q50 even admits to helping Champ financially before robbing him.
Yeah, come at the girl and we was shooting dice. You forgot I had to get your bitch ass some money. I was talking about all this honey shit you could keep. Hey, on my dick, I didn't want it.
And then the most cold-hearted part. Q50 telling them to just buy another chain.
First grade, that's exactly what he gonna do. Go buy another one. If you can, hoe ass nigga, you forgot I know you. Hoe ass hurting. Fuck is wrong with you?
Q50 reveals how harmless he saw Champ.
Hey, your ass harmless. Since I knew you, my dead grandma. My first time coming around, you want me to show you. You wanted to show me this and that. Like, what the fuck that was gonna make me stop? What that was gonna stop me? I ain't looking at you no type of way except for a fucking lane.
The jewelry was identical. Same chain, same watch. There was no question about what had happened. As one witness noted, if you go on his Instagram, you could also see the same jewelry on his page that Q50 had on in the video. So it's not hard to put two and two together.
Damn.
Even O-Block's E-Dog had to distance himself from Champ after this. According to the documents, E-Dog posted that O-Block members don't get robbed and basically disowned Champ, making it clear he wasn't really representing the block.
Damn.
Champ was completely humiliated. As reported, since this incident happened, Big Champ has turned off his comments on all his posts. The man who once rapped about protecting his respect had been publicly embarrassed by someone he considered family. This wasn't just robbery anymore. This was psychological warfare.
That's fucked up.
Q50 wasn't just taking jewelry. He was destroying reputations and exposing people as vulnerable. And he was loving every minute of it. Victim number 4, Moolah Mitch. By now, Q50's reputation was spreading beyond Chicago. But instead of staying home and laying low,
Little Jeff
he
died
decided to take his chain snatching
because they was
operation
helping him
on the
rob.
road.
Damn. So he died. This boy, Little Jeff died.
Now here's where the story gets really disturbing. Before Q50 made his move in Miami, he was literally praying for opportunities to rob you. This wasn't random street crime anymore. This was premeditated, predatory behavior. Moolah Mitch, a Miami-based rapper who was trying to make connections in the industry, when he heard that Q50, this buzzing Chicago artist, was in town and open to collaborations, he saw an opportunity. According to reports, they set up a studio session. This seemed like a legitimate business opportunity. 2 rappers from different cities connecting over music. But Q50 had other plans. After the incident, Q50 went live bragging about what happened. When asked about when he got the chain, Q50 responded, "When you got that one right there." Asked about when he got the chain, Q50 responded, "When you got that one right there." Like 30 minutes ago, bro.
Damn. Goofy ass.
Moolah Mitch wasn't gonna take this life down. According to D's media breakdown, at the end of the day, bro,
it ain't funny. Cause nobody want to get robbed and lose their hard-earned possessions. But damn, nigga, what the fuck?
And let it be a life lesson. But there was also criticism for Mitch's decision making. The part that I felt like dude messed up was, you don't know Q50 from a can of paint.
At all.
And you heard everything online about
none of these niggas don't know the niggas. If I grow up with these niggas, definitely buddy with these niggas. I don't trust the soul, nigga.
But here's where Q50 messed up. Miami is in Chicago. According to sources on the ground, I got messages from dude in Miami. His exact words was, "I got a bag on his head, bro." The message was clear. Q50 had robbed the wrong person in the wrong city. As D's media explained, these dudes that Q50 took that from is some major players, bro. Them dudes got bags and bags and bags. Them dudes is really getting money, bro. The warning came swift.
Put a bag on a nigga head.
Please believe it. If y'all ever come back to Miami or anywhere in Florida, please believe it. Any BH dudes come to Florida, I guarantee you it's not gonna go well for you. By this point, Q50's chain snatching tour was becoming legendary for all the wrong reasons. As one commentator noted, it seemed like this man Q50 is on a chain snatching tour.
So he's going around the world, around state to state, snatching niggas' chains. Boy, he goofy as hell.
The pattern and celebrity encounters.
This nigga goofy as hell.
By this point, Q50's reputation had reached the highest levels of the rap game, and it was starting to affect how major artists interacted.
To be honest, it's my first time ever hearing about him.
Q50 linked up with Lil Baby, something interesting happened. Lil Baby, who's known for wearing millions in jewelry, kept his chain game very minimal around Q50. Coincidence? I don't think so. But the most telling moment came when Q50 took a picture with Trippie Redd. In the photo, you see Q50's eyes locked directly on Trippie's chain.
Looking at them chains.
The image went viral with people joking that Trippie better watch his jewelry. Word was spreading in the industry. Artists were being warned about Q50. Don't wear your good chains around
his
became an
chains.
unofficial rule when dealing with him. But instead of seeing this as a warning sign, Q50 seemed to embrace the reputation. He was getting off on the fear he was creating. The power trip was intoxicating. His social media posts became more brazen, more hints about taking jewelry.
The thing about this is, nigga, where we at, nigga,
more evidence
niggas
that
ain't got no chain like this where I'm at, nigga. Nigga, we ain't, I'm be honest, nigga.
Thought he had the
Niggas don't have chains like that.
Get close to people, gain their trust.
I ain't never seen no nigga. I'll be honest, this is just me.
He thought he was
I'm in the hood, the trenches, nigga. You know, it's dirt broke around this bitch.
And Q50's
I ain't never seen no nigga with no big ass chain.
In the most brutal way
Never.
possible.
I ain't never seen no big ass chain a day in my life where I'm at.
Everything Q50
Niggas ain't
had
stupid.
built was about
Well, I'm
to come
hood. We
crashing
know
down.
niggas get robbed around
And
this
it
bitch.
happened in the most
Niggas ain't wearing no
ironic
chain
way
around this
possible.
bitch like
There
that.
was a guy from ESD, a Chicago game, Rose.
I ain't never seen no nigga with no big ass chain. Bust down.
With interest.
Where I'm from.
This wasn't someone Q50 had befriended
Niggas
or
be dying
gained the
to
trust
die
of.
around this bitch.
This was someone who saw
Well,
an
I'm from Texas,
opportunity
nigga.
and decided to give Q50 a taste of his
Crip.
own medicine. Unlike Q50's calculated betrayals, this was going to be straight up street justice. No friendship, no trust building, just pure street politics. The ESD member struck, and just like Q50 had done to all his victims, he immediately posted the evidence on social media. Q50's expensive watch
get your
was now
watch back,
on someone
goofy.
else's wrist.
Damn.
So I got snatched and came back home from blow. He want me to chill like shit. I know you can wild, but you too hard, go take those.
So
But here's where
he got robbed. Oh, he got robbed.
The text messages between Q50 and the guy who robbed him were leaked, and they tell a story that's both hilarious and karma-filled. Q50, the same guy who had trolled all his victims and never showed remorse, was now begging for his property back. The messages showed a completely different side of him. Vulnerable, angry,
Lost your
desperate. Instead of taking the L and moving on like he expected his victims to do, Q50 decided he was going to get his watch back by force. He pulled up to the ESD member's block, probably thinking his reputation would be enough to get his property returned. But the streets don't care about
You gotta shoot a nigga. I'm being honest, be honest. I ain't forcing no black on black crime.
Q50's car got lit up.
Yeah.
Holes everywhere.
Yeah.
He had to flee the scene,
Yeah.
leaving his watch behind and nearly losing his life in the process.
Nigga rob you, your shit gonna get hit.
Built his
No.
reputation
You come back and force, nigga. Yeah,
was now running for his life because someone had robbed him.
Had that Draco,
the
nigga.
exact same tactics he perfected. So there you have it. The complete story of Bloodhound Q50's chain snatching spree and how karma finally caught up to him. Carter, who trusted him like a brother, dead. Bretto, who just wanted to fit in, robbed and humiliated. Big Champ, who treated him like family,
So he robbed his own friend, Lil Jeff.
Moolah Mitch, who thought they were doing business, set up and robbed. And Q50, he's still making music, still trying to maintain his reputation. But now he knows what it feels like to be on the other side of the robbery game. The crazy part is that Q50 built his entire reputation on betraying trust. He didn't just rob people. He systematically identified individuals who trust him, befriended them, and then violated that trust in the most public way possible. This story isn't just about one rapper's crime spree. It's about a culture where loyalty has become worthless, where friendship is just an opportunity to be close enough to strike, and where the very people who should have your back are the ones who are most likely to stab you in.
That's a fact.
In the streets, your reputation is everything. Q50 built his on betrayal, and in the end, that same reputation made him a target for someone else's betrayal. The cycle continues, and in Chicago's unforgiving streets, karma always comes to collect. What do you think? Was Q50's downfall justified, or is this
he's still on his downfall because shit's still happening?
Let me know in the comments below.
Not like that, but damn, bitch. So we got Rap Daily. So I guess he got shot again, but this actually hit this time. Hey, bro, you go around robbing niggas, bro. Chains and
Prayers
shit.
up for Q50, man.
Nigga, these chains be much like apartments, nigga.
Was allegedly shot up in St. Louis, man.
In St. Louis? Oh, man.
He got shot today. From what I'm hearing, he might be in critical condition, or he might.
St. Louis ain't playing, nigga.
I hope not.
Bloodhound Q50 was rushed to a St. Louis hospital after being hit with more than 60 bullets. Now, brand new hospital footage has just surfaced showing the aftermath and
St. Louis ain't playing, man.
But which one of his ops pulled the trigger? And how will the Bloodhound crew respond?
Then you go
Let's
around
break it
robbing
down.
people chains. That's like
Q50
apartments and
St. Louis
cars,
shooting
nigga.
sparks chaos across social media. Bloodhound
Niggas want that
Q50 got
get
caught
back.
slipping in St. Louis.
I'm
and the streets
surprised
have been
it took
talking
this
ever
long.
since August 17, 2025. Man, this young Chicago drill rapper who's been moving reckless since his cousin Lil Jeff got smoked finally ran into the wrong ops at the wrong time.
So what, Lil
Talking
Jeff?
about a full-scale ambush outside a St. Louis club that left Q50 and 3 other people fighting for their lives in critical condition. This wasn't no random drive-by or some petty beef. This was a calculated execution attempt that had all the fingerprints of organized retaliation. The way this whole thing went down was straight out of a movie, but this ain't no entertainment. This real life and death situation.
That's a fact.
Reports came flooding in that Q50's black truck got lit up with over 60 Draco bullets, turning that vehicle into Swiss cheese faster than you could say Bloodhound. The attack was so vicious, so calculated, that it had all the hallmarks of a planned hit rather than some random street beef gone wrong. These St. Louis shooters came prepared for war with enough ammunition to take out a small army, and they weren't leaving nothing to chance. But here's where it gets interesting. This wasn't the first time he was getting shot. In 2023, Bloodhound's longtime enemy Trap City orchestrated an attack on him, this time leaving Lil Jeff's cousins, Q50, with bullet wounds. After making a full recovery from the attack, Q50 and Lil Jeff took to Instagram Live to rap about the shooting. In the video, Q50 starts by rapping. Lil Jeff added,
Okay. So that's Lil Jeff. The other dude who died was Carter, but they robbed.
This time far more serious.
Damn, but they didn't kill him. He got killed by somebody else.
Posted a story showing multiple police vehicles outside a St. Louis hospital with the caption, "Check on Lou at Bloodhound Q50, 762." And this time, even academics hinted the cops might have lost hope in this never-ending hood war.
It's wild. You know, obviously, police in Chicago have just given up. They've given up years ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe this is starting to prove my theory wrong.
Meanwhile, the fans' reactions across X, formerly Twitter, painted a picture of a community genuinely shook by what
Chicago like that. Chicago said they die, bitch. Fuck it.
Damn, Q50 got hit bad in STL. Praying he pulls through. He too young for this shit. Meanwhile, other fans like at Drill Skeptic were already questioning the narrative. Y'all saying Q50 shot 60 times, but he posted on IG like nothing happened? Cap alert. The divide between believers and skeptics created this whole online war zone where every post, every story, every piece of footage was getting dissected like it was evidence in a murder trial. Instagram comments were going crazy too, with it Drill Vibes only writing Bloodhound Q50 need all the prayers RNSTL wow for this one on various rap pages. But then you had the doubters like at Chirac_stories on TikTok saying this Q50 shooting sound like ops trolling. No way he out playing ball already. This back and forth created this whole atmosphere where nobody knew what was real and what was just street theater designed to create buzz and confusion. The speculation got even wilder when reports started circulating about Q50's condition. Some sources claimed he took bullets to the head and leg. Others
I ain't gonna care. I ain't trying to get shot. What they talking about? I ain't got time for that goofy shit.
Covering it up. The drill community loves its conspiracy theories, and this situation gave them plenty of material to work with. Every hour brought new rumors, new alleged insider information, and new theories about what really happened in that St. Louis parking lot. Q50's response to all this chaos was pure Chicago drill rapper energy, defiant, cryptic, and calculated to keep people guessing. His Instagram post read, "Notorious like Big Papa, but I ain't going like Chris Wallace. The world know who the goblins, they begging FA me to stop it. The reason they don't ride with toddlers, no sympathy dump on mamas, you either in or you out it, and don't even question me about it." This post came just hours after reports of the shooting, and it had that signature Q50 swagger that let everyone know he wasn't going out like his ops wanted him to. The reference to Notorious Big and Christopher Wallace was especially telling. Q50 was saying he might be notorious like Biggie, but he wasn't going to die like him. He later went on IG Live and boasted,
As always. Yeah. You know what I don't give up? Free body, free money, like you. I been spent that 60K.
But the real slap in the face to everyone claiming he was laid up in intensive care came when Q50 reposted an Instagram story by @079_squeeze that said, "Switchy watching all the fake news laughing. Man called the whole shooting report fake news and laughed at it like it was some kind of joke." Q50's mother jumped in the mix too, reportedly dismissing the shooting as trolling nonsense on Instagram, which had his fans feeling like they'd been played by the rumor mill. But then again, in drill culture, family always gonna ride for their people, true or not. Mom's got a special place in this culture. They'll lie to the police, lie to the media, and lie to God himself to protect their sons from the consequences of street life. DJ Academics, the unofficial drill culture commentator, weighed in with his typical cautious but engaging approach. Q50 caught in another shooting. This kid stay in the mix, but word is he already back posting like it's nothing. Drill life wild. Academics knows how to ride that line between reporting news and
So he kind of got shot. He didn't get shot.
always shapes how the culture.
Because everybody was talking about the shit, how he got shot.
Reaches millions of drill fans. So when he speaks on something, it becomes official in the minds of the community.
Reportedly,
I think they just be trying to get Chicago rappers up, man.
From what I'm hearing, might be in critical condition, or he might actually. I hope not.
What made
They ain't trying to get no other people chances to rap but Chicago rappers. You know what I'm saying?
The internet was holding vigils for Q50. The next minute, they were calling him invincible. Reports even surfaced of Q50 being seen playing some ball in the court, post-shooting, which had people either impressed by his resilience or convinced the whole thing was capped from the beginning. The basketball video, if it was real, would have been the ultimate flex, getting shot up one day and hooping the next like nothing happened. The St. Louis connection to this drama runs deeper than just a random shooting, and the way Q50 handled the aftermath shows he's learned from watching other drill rappers get caught slipping on social media. But to understand why Q50 was even in St. Louis in the first place, and why certain people wanted him dead, you gotta dive into the beef that brought him there. CTS deadly beef with Q50 explodes into violence. The beef between Bloodhound Q50 and St. Louis rapper CTS Lou Wick didn't just happen overnight. This was weeks of social media warfare that escalated into real street violence that nobody saw coming until it was too late. CTS Lou Wick, a 19-year-old St. Louis rapper known for tracks like Smash, had already beaten a murder charge in January 2024 for shooting 42-year-old Joseph Raymond Shaw, claiming self-defense and walking away from what could have been a life sentence. So when this dude started targeting Q50 and the Bloodhound gang, everyone knew
he killed some white dude? Okay.
Media clout. This was a real killer with nothing to lose and everything to prove. The feud reportedly began with a social media argument a few weeks before the August 17th, 2025 shooting, with Q50's habit of dropping his location on Instagram Live.
Fuck what they gotta talk about, man.
Q50 been moving like he untouchable.
He need to be putting anybody on, man.
Got killed, thinking his Chicago reputation would protect him anywhere he went. But St. Louis got their own killers, and Lou Wick wasn't intimidated by no out-of-town drill rapper talking crazy on the internet. This whole situation started because Q50 couldn't keep his mouth shut and his location private. Classic drill rapper mistake that's gotten more young men killed than any other single factor. Lashy Bills put it perfectly. Q50 was very loud on IG. STL wasn't playing. That's the reality of this drill. You can't be out here announcing your every move and expect your enemies not to pull up on you. Q50 got too comfortable, too cocky, and Lou Wick saw an opportunity to make a name for himself by taking down a Chicago rapper with a growing reputation. In the drill world, taking out a well-known rapper from another city is like winning a championship. It puts your name on the map and establishes your credibility nationwide. But the real fuel to this fire came from allegations that Q50 stole $60,000 from a St. Louis individual, possibly a rapper.
Why everybody stealing money out for St. Louis, nigga?
This wasn't just about rap beef anymore. This was about money, respect.
They already got that money out, but niggas dying in St. Louis, nigga.
That kind of bread getting stolen, people gonna take it personal, and they gonna want their get back by any.
It's like they just giving out the. It's like they just giving out the money out so they can kill somebody.
That's life-changing money that could feed families.
You take this easy K, but you might die, bitch.
The alleged victim of the theft reportedly mocked.
Guess what St. Louis doing now?
Live post shooting, saying phrases like "smoking Jeff ass right now" and "it sucks to be your broke ass." This type of disrespect, especially bringing up Lil Jeff's death, shows how deep this
okay, yeah, that's Lil Jeff. I know Lil Jeff. I don't know like his rapping, but I've seen him before.
The situation done moved past regular rap rivalry into life or death territory. The fact that they were smoking on Jeff's name while celebrating Q50's alleged demise showed this was personal, vindictive, and designed to cause maximum emotional damage. TikTok user at Clipodology captured the sentiment perfectly when they quoted St. Louis YN saying, Q50 thought he could finesse 60K and slide through STL. Wrong move. This whole narrative painted Q50 as someone who thought his Chicago reputation would let him play games in other cities. But St. Louis wasn't having it. The disrespect of allegedly stealing money and then showing up in their city like nothing happened was seen as the ultimate violation of street code. After the reported shooting, CTS Lou Wick and his partner Rel Houdini allegedly took credit for the attack, with Lou Wick trolling Q50 on Instagram Live saying, "We sent Q50 to the moon." This type of public taunting is typical in drill culture, where ops celebrate their victories on social media like they just won a championship game.
Houdini is a horrible name.
Lou Wick was that they had successfully eliminated a threat. The moon emoji became a symbol of their alleged victory, something they could use to mock Q50's fans and Bloodhound Bloodhound affiliates. But then came another layer to this beef. Reports surfaced that another St. Louis rapper named Carmaz joined in the trolling, making this less about individual rivalry and more about regional pride. St. Louis rappers saw an opportunity to establish their city's reputation by taking down a rising Chicago star, and they were all jumping on the bandwagon to claim credit and clout. The fan reactions to this beef showed how regional drill loyalty works in real time. At STL Drill Talk was hyping up their hometown rapper. Lou Wick and Rel Houdini saying they smoked Q50. If this true, it's war now. Meanwhile, Chicago fans like at STL Chai Connect were seeing the bigger picture. Q50 dissed STL on live. Now Lou Wick saying they smoked him. This ain't ending soon. The geographic divide in the comments showed how drill beef can quickly become city versus city, rather than just individual versus individual. But Q50's other feuds show a pattern of behavior that was always going to catch up with him eventually. His deadly war with Trap City, which started over a stolen chain and escalated into multiple murders, already had him moving with a target on his back. His conflicts with O-Block and other Chicago gangs meant he had enemies in his own city, and now he was making enemies in other states too. This pattern of creating beef everywhere he went showed either incredible fearlessness or incredible stupidity, depending on your perspective. During a Vlad TV interview, Q50 had claimed,
I ain't never really did to nobody to get shot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the well, shit, that's what come up being, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people I know throughout my life that got shot that was like me, ain't dissed nobody.
But his actions and his music told a different story. When you're constantly dissing dead ops, claiming bodies in your raps, and flashing weapons on social media, you can't act surprised when people start shooting back. The victim mentality doesn't work when you're actively provoking conflicts and celebrating violence. But the most significant and deadly feud in Q50's career wasn't with St. Louis rappers or O-Block. It was with Trap City, a beef that started over something as simple as a stolen chain, but escalated into one of Chicago's most brutal drill rap wars. Lil Jeff stole a chain from Trap City member Vel in early 2023, and instead of handling it quietly, he flaunted it on Instagram Live, taunting Vel with captions like TC Soft, chain mine now. This disrespect ended a decade-long alliance between Bloodhound 079 and Trap City, turning former friends into deadly enemies who would stop at nothing.
Now I understand. He explained it better.
The missing chain creating a missing link between these groups was confirmed in 2024 when Trap City Rob decided to openly share his side of the truth. In the interview, Trap City Rob, who was in the company of fellow gang member Trap City Taro, maintained that Lil Jeff was the chain thief. He goes,
okay.
Stole the chain, bro. We try like
this make more sense. I'm like, who the fuck is Lil Jeff? Was it that black nigga? This dude explained it way better.
Vel's chain and went live with it. That's when BH and TC became ops for real. In drill culture,
not taking no credit from that other nigga,
because them online is one of the worst forms of disrespect. It's not just about the money. It's about your reputation, your manhood, and your standing in the streets. When you take someone's chain and then embarrass them publicly, you're essentially declaring war and daring them to do something about it. The retaliation came swift and brutal, showing that Trap City wasn't going to let this disrespect slide. Trap City killed Bloodhound rapper Z-Money on March 16th, 2023, shooting him 29 times in a parking lot near 79th Street and Kimbark Avenue. This wasn't just a shooting. This was an execution designed to send a message that Trap City wasn't playing games about their respect. 29 bullets showed this was personal, emotional, and meant to traumatize the entire Bloodhound organization. You Southside Talk's reaction showed how the streets viewed this escalation. TC hit Z-Money with 29, that's personal. BH got to slide back, and slide back they did, proving that Bloodhound wasn't going to take this line down. The cycle of violence was now officially in motion, and both sides knew it was going to get ugly before it was over. This beef would define Q50's entire career and ultimately cost him the most important person in his life, setting up the most tragic chapter in this whole saga. Q50 carries Lil Jeff's body as Bloodhound War continues. The scene of Q50 carrying Lil Jeff's lifeless body into the University of Chicago Medical Center on June 8th, 2024, became one of the most haunting pieces of drill culture documentation ever captured. The photo shows Q50.
See, the way the other dude was saying, I thought the dark-skinned nigga was Lil Jeff.
This wasn't just
that nigga is the nigga that they robbed, and he ended up getting killed. Then Lil Jeff ended up getting hit.
Finality of what was happening
it makes sense.
Content that would be analyzed, debated, and referenced for years to come. The relationship between Q50 and Lil Jeff went deeper than just rap partners or gang affiliates. These were cousins who grew up together in Chicago's South Side, specifically around 79th Street and Maryland Avenue, the heart of Bloodhound 079's territory.
Like I said, man, where I'm from, man, unfortunately, we live in the trenches, in the hood, nigga. Niggas ain't wearing them big flashy ass chains around this bitch. You get killed easy.
And that's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? got real
Especially
love.
flexing on the big niggas.
It's like him and ESCG. I'm two who ain't had to do it. They had to do it. Like them two.
Saying their bond was forged in the streets, strengthened by shared struggles with poverty, violence, and the constant threat of death that hangs over every young man in their neighborhood. This wasn't just family. This was survival partnership in one of America's most dangerous environments. At Chirac Vibes perfectly captured their relationship. Q50 and Jeff was like twins, always together, rapping and sliding for BH. They weren't just making music together. They were living the violent lifestyle that their songs depicted, participating in the deadly feud with Trap City that would ultimately claim both their lives in different ways. Their collaboration went beyond music into actual criminal activity, making them co-conspirators in a war that had real bodies dropping and real families grieving. Jeff was the star, the one with the charisma and the natural talent that drew people to Bloodhound's music. His tracks like Stretched and weren't just songs, they were confessions, detailed accounts of actual murders that he and Q50 had committed. While Jeff took the spotlight, Q50 was always there as the loyal cousin, the dependable shooter, the one who would ride for Bloodhound no matter what the consequences. Their dynamic was like a deadly version of a classic hip-hop duo, with Jeff as the front man and Q50 as the enforcer. The day Lil Jeff died, June 8th, 2024, started like any other day of hunting their
so Lil Jeff died
with Trap City. Jeff was killed at approximately 4:30 p.m. in Trap City's territory at 6649 South Rhodes Avenue during a shootout while chasing rival Mineski. The attack was vicious and thorough. Jeff was shot 19 times with multiple firearms, including rifles, with the shooter standing over him to ensure he was dead. This wasn't just a killing. This was an execution designed to send a message to all of Bloodhound that their most valuable member was gone and they were vulnerable. Bloodhound Stand's reaction showed how personal this loss was. Jeff got smoked chasing Mineski. 19 shots is crazy.
So Little Jeff died
personal now.
Because they robbed the other nigga making jokes on it. That's why they killed that nigga. The dark-skinned nigga in the beginning of the video. That's why he died.
Imagine watching your closest family member, your partner in everything,
I get it now.
down right in front of you, and knowing there was nothing you could do.
But then the other nigga died three though.
Q50's presence at the shooting created its own drama within the drill community, with conspiracy theories and accusations flying from all directions. Speculation arose about friendly fire as footage showed a man in pink, allegedly Q50, shooting and limping away, consistent with Q50's appearance on crutches at Jeff's funeral. Some fans questioned whether Q50 had accidentally shot his own cousin in the chaos of the gunfight, while others defended him as a loyal friend who tried to save Jeff's life. The pink clothing detail became a major point of debate, with people analyzing every frame of footage to determine Q50's exact role in the shooting. At Chai Streets expressed the heartbreak many fans felt. That clip of Q50 carrying Jeff to the hospital broke me. He tried to save his bro, but TC got him. The hospital footage became proof of Q50's loyalty to many fans, showing him risking his own safety to try to get medical help for his dying cousin. The image of him struggling with Jeff's dead weight, probably knowing deep down that it was too late but refusing to give up, resonated with anyone who's ever lost someone close to them. But for others, like a drill skeptic, the footage raised more questions. Q50 carrying Jeff in that video,
RP the nigga who died.
limping after. This skepticism reflects the paranoia.
So now they almost killed Q50, allegedly.
Can be questioned even in moments of apparent heroism. The limping detail fueled theories that Q50 had been injured in the same shooting, possibly by his own gunfire or by Trap City shooters who were targeting both cousins. DJ Academics captured the complexity of the situation. Lil Jeff's death hit Q50 hard. 19 shots in TC's hood, this beef bout to explode, and explode it did, with Q50 taking over as Bloodhound's de facto leader and continuing the war with even more intensity than before. Jeff's death didn't end the conflict, it escalated it to new levels of violence and vindictiveness. The retaliation for Jeff's death came swiftly and brutally, showing that Q50 wasn't going to let his cousin's murder go unanswered. Bloodhound allegedly killed Leal in June 2023, shooting him 7 times in a lift vehicle, with Lil Jeff bragging about it in his track Stretched. Rapping caught him in a lift, Micro Draco, 7 shots, he gone now. But this was just the beginning of a revenge campaign that would stretch on for months and claim multiple lives. The double murder of Monterio Monty Williams and Robert Lil Rob Boston on January 26, 2024 outside Innovations High School was attributed to Bloodhound, with Q50 and Lil Jeff celebrating the hits in their track which got 24 million views on YouTube. The fact that they targeted teenagers at a school showed how ruthless this beef had become, with no regard for innocent bystanders or the sanctity of educational institutions.
Look, if y'all ever going through some and y'all need, like, y'all want to get back to y'all need some to tear y'all up,
play this song right here 100 times. I bet you gonna get the job done. Right in my line, brother.
But that wasn't where he
Shit,
ended.
your ass gonna end up like Lil Jeff.
I popped out listening to this, but woo, this right here
Your
gonna
shit
give you real motivation.
motivate to go straight to the 6 feet under, nigga. Motivate your ass to die. Hell no, nigga, better not listen to that shit. Nigga gonna get yourself killed out here on the streets. Niggas ain't no game,
He
nigga.
released his debut album, Long Live My Bruda, He Probably Killed Your Bruda, in April 2025, dedicated to Lil Jeff, with 5 of the 14 tracks featuring Jeff's posthumous verses.
Long live my brother, cause he probably killed your brother. Damn,
Anyone
bitch.
else who thought Bloodhound would fold after losing their star. It was also a
That's
promise
crazy.
that Q50 would continue killing their enemies in Jeff's memory. The retaliation for Jeff's death came in October 2024, when Bloodhound allegedly killed Vel, the Trap City member, whose stolen chain had started the whole feud. Q50's Instagram post mocking Vel showed his evolution into a cold-blooded leader. Vel thought he was safe. Now he was Jeff's ops in hell. This wasn't just revenge. This was Q50 proving he could carry Bloodhound without Jeff,
Well, I mean,
and that their enemies would continue to pay the price.
With these type of names called Hell Houdini,
Drill Talk recognized Q50's leadership. Q50 got Vel for Jeff, then BA.
anybody with name Hell Houdini, nigga.
The reference to the funeral shooting refers to the November 2024 drive-by at Vel's funeral in Harvey, Illinois, that killed Vel's sister.
Not to be
marking a
trusted.
new low in the feud's escalation. Targeting family members at funerals crossed every line of street code and showed that Q50 was willing to do whatever it took to honor Jeff's memory. DJ Academics summed up Q50's evolution perfectly. Q50's Long Live My Brother is Jeff's legacy and a middle finger to TC. He ain't letting up. The album wasn't just music, it was a declaration of war, with tracks like Vel Down directly taunting dead enemies. Vel got dropped, chained back where it belonged. Every song was both a tribute to Jeff and a threat to anyone who stood against Bloodhound. Q50's social media presence also became more aggressive and calculated after Jeff's death, showing that he'd learned from watching other drill rappers make mistakes online. His cryptic posts like, "Notorious like Big Papa, no sympathy dump on mamas," after the St. Louis shooting showed he had learned to use ambiguity as a weapon, keeping enemies and authorities guessing while maintaining his street credibility. He was playing chess now instead of checkers, using social media as a psychological warfare tool. At Drill Life, 773 recognized Q50's strategic evolution. Q50 backspinning for Jeff. That IG Live got TC shook. BH4L. Despite claims about pushing peace in interviews, Q50's actions, the diss tracks, the mocking posts, the alleged hits, showed he was fully committed to carrying on the violent legacy that he and Jeff had built together. The rapper certainly talks about murder and his body count too much not to know more about it. During an October 2024 interview with DJ Vlad, British YouTuber Trap Lore, Ross revealed his shock at how Q50 has still managed to stay out of jail while bragging about how many people he has killed at every chance he gets.
Q50's still out here. He got arrested for a little period of time, but he got let back out, and he's just out here, you know, navigating the streets supposedly with 8 bodies. I don't know how he's not in jail. It's actually kind of baffling.
Alright, Harry
This whole
Potter.
situation. I think if Jeff was here, he would definitely be in jail, facing really serious charges.
Citing a particular shooting that happened at McDonald's
like
in Chicago
Baltimore,
with someone's mother. "I got shot." Ross explains how Q50 claims the hit while rapping about the incident. Ross says,
Someone's rapping about it, so his mum got in the way. That type of stuff happens. You know, we shot up the McDonald's and it got closed down.
peace was never really an option when you're dealing with that level of grief, anger, and street obligation. The hospital footage that started this story represents more than just a tragic moment. It's the visual documentation of Q50's transformation from loyal cousin to vengeful leader. One thing is certain, Bloodhound Q50 has proven he's willing to carry that weight, that responsibility, and that violence forward in Jeff's memory, no matter the cost to himself or anyone else who gets in his way. We've come to the Clip fam, and thank you for watching. To stay connected for first-hand info on what's trending, please click on
Don't
the
be no
card shown on the
dumbass.
screen.
For real, man.
Let's get
Alright, back. So my bad, bro. On the beginning of the video, I kind of fucked up. I was confused. You know what I'm saying? But we know it now. What's going on? Like I said, bro. I understand people want to win. Everybody want to win. Everybody want big chains, big jewelry, looking splashed out, designer. But it's like, bro, is it really worth it? Like at the end of the day, stealing like these niggas stealing whole condos. And then you get on the hit, the jewelry might not even be real. And you do a hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, anything can happen, bro. I'm prayers out to the people in the video or in Q50. If something happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's tough out here on these streets. I know everybody trying to get it, but it's like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't put yourself like a walking steak. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, be careful out here. Stay prayed up and out this bitch hood and outside big for gang. Outside shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.